Well, plenty of chaos in that first half. Splashes of class 2. Lackey thundered, Roygaard pilfered, and Burros splashed. New Zealand have had the upper hand in the set piece. Burgling ball and nurdling penalties, but it's tight. Two naturally potent forces head to head and forcing mistakes. Surveyor and Satiti carrying 10 times each. Top dogs in that department. You feel France might crack Dowie Morris, but then again, they might not.
Well, they have to sort the scrum out. It's as simple as that. Williams is getting the better, whether it's legal or not legal. Normally scrummaging isn't illegal. It's illegal. He's going up on that left-hand side, but he's got the referee's eye at the moment. But for me, Rygaard has been outstanding. Not many times you come to the Stade de France or anywhere when you play against Dupont. Dupont has all the words, has all the actions, has all the thought process. But Rygaard's 8 carries, 57 metres, 2 offloads, 9 tackles, and 1 try. For me, he's been the difference.
New Zealand.
So New Zealand in the lead by 17 points to 10, get the second half underway, and Gregory Aldrit is the first Frenchman to touch the ball in this second period. Here is Dupont. Can he resurrect himself against the pesky Roygaard, who's had the upper hand in that first half? Here's Will Jordan wishing he'd never met Georges-Henri Colombe. Roygaard.
Now use the ball.
Smart try from Roygaard in that first half. The box kick, and Ramos, usually a fullback, is under it, plays like a fullback. Here's Biel-Biarré, and now Ramos on to the halfway line. Here's Dupont. Thibaut Flamand, 6'8" tall, played his club rugby in Belgium and in Argentina as well as England. Burros, and now Gabin Villiers, the electric matchstick as he's known, with that red head guard, also sported tonight by the other winger, Luis Biel-Biarré. Dupont, Ramos, Gaël Ficou, 6 seasons at Toulouse, who won the double again last season. Now plays his club rugby in Paris at Racing, and on the ball was Vi, but had to let it go. Here's Gregory Aldrit, runs into Lomax, he tries to poach. Now it's Dupont, and France are down a man injured. So away goes Meafu. The one-man demolition derby takes 3 New Zealanders with him. This is where they want that quick ball. This is where they want the magic. Ramos running it, a little bit of a white, all-black cul-de-sac. Moefana sets the shoulders low. Is there space for anyone to crash through the defence? Rumat almost makes it. Dupont flicks forward, and Jordan grounds the ball back for a penalty. But how close to a try, France?
Well, they were pounding, we're in the phase after phase after phase. Colombe's down injured. But again, it was the second rows that created a gap at the middle, and I think it was off Muvaka's head that ball came, but they've got the penalty. I think Dupont will go into the corner. The riot act has been given to that French forwards. I can see Fabien Galtier in the changing room, just basically laying down the law. We ain't going to win this game unless you actually sort it, and they seem to have done that. But that was good face play, good power play. It's from well, Muvaka couldn't do much with that, to be honest. Straight off his noggin. But again, look where they are now. They have to make this pay. They have to get this right.
Muvaka, Rumat, little drop ball, smashing through that New Zealand defence. They lit that blue touch paper at last. It was the oversized baggage department who went through, and at the apex of it all is Boudon.
Again, a combination of the back rows. Rumat this time up, goes high, and they go for a slip move again with a lot of pace. Catches the All Blacks slightly sleeping. Boudon again gets that ball down. Not even Rygaard in his form of his life can stop him. But again, it's the transition of movement of that ball from where he caught it in the line out to sort of going towards the touchline. And that's exactly the start Galtier would have wanted. That's what he wanted from his forwards.
15 seconds.
So 2 points between them. This to square it up from Thomas Ramos. It was his great take at fullback that set that move in motion initially as he beat the first defender. And then he adds the 2 to make it a 7-pointer. What a game we have right now.
And again, set piece so crucial, but again, the speed of that set piece. I thought initially the actual transfer of the ball from Rumak into, I'm not quite sure who actually got there, but it did go eventually to hand. And then the power came on and they just managed to split that suffocating All Blacks defence. Budahu, good boy.
Budahu, 2 tries against Japan and 20 tackles in just 47 minutes. The line-out did not work in that first half, but it certainly worked there. The man they call Pony, his brother Pierre, who plays for Stade Francais, is Cheval, which is French for horse, the horse of the pony. And the pony got his hooves there for Francis Dupont. Clears downfield, Jordan takes it. The LBRA with the tackle, now Roygaard. Pulled back by Vi. Bowden Barrett, bit of space in midfield. Lovely pass from Rico Ioane. Caleb Clark. Got to make sure I don't call him his dad's Christian name anymore. Aroni. Also an All Black. Caleb takes it into contact. Flung to Bowden Barrett. Effective. Up goes Sevu Reece. Comes off another noggin. That's 2 headers in a minute.
Noggin the nog. Over here, I'll head it in. Again, it's good play from New Zealand. Just 2 balls out the back. They found that edge on that left-hand side, and then straight away as they find the edge, it's Bowden Barrett calls the shot. It's the kick pass over there this time. The Elberry stops it, and we got another injury by the looks of things.
But it's so effective, that low kind of bullet kick, Delhi.
Because again, it just transfers it very, very quickly. It allows the wing to read it. It gets behind the defensive line, because in the modern game, more teams now have that rush defence. They're looking to go from out to in, and straight away that kick keeps them honest. They've got to stay out on the wing, but sometimes they can't. They got called in by the defensive pattern. But again, he'll be slightly more happy. 17-all, of course. Plenty to go, plenty of time.
Taylor, Vi with the line-out take. Now Barrett, Ardy, Savea. Anton Leonard Brown. Jordy Barrett has not returned from his HIA. Rico Ioane moves it forward. This very untidy ball for Cam Rygaard to deal with. Settling themselves again, Will Jordan. Here's Tyrell Lomax. Budahu makes the tackle. Trying to get outside that French defence, then the offloads become effective. Tamatai Williams carries again. Here's Caleb Clark. Georges-Henri Collomb makes a good tackle, had to lasso the ball carrier of New Zealand. Lakai. Roygaard, Cody Taylor's on the wing here, standing isolated, waiting, hunting, patient. Will it come his way? Sevu Reece, we saw a little gap through the middle and he took it. Progress for New Zealand. Barrett rolls round the outside. Roygaard, Satiti, good hands. Vi, Barrett creeping slowly, purposefully into the French 22. Lakai, again Reece. Attacks the spine of that French defence. Rico Ioane, Will Jordan, it floats and it finds Clark, but he's hammered into touch by Gamba Villiers.
15 pulsating phases there from New Zealand. Just trying to pull this French defence apart, going left, going right through the middle. Again, very effective on times. I think Sevu Reece has carried air more times in that than he's done all game, because again, he's getting a little bit chilly, I think, on his wing. He's coming in looking for work, but that just helps his forwards out. This time Jordan does the same. Give a target, and then it's when do you go? This time just not precise, really. A lot to do for the winger, especially with Villiers there.
Take multiple shots.
He's always got that. If you're jumping up for that ball, you've got no chance of having the strength really when you come down from the air. But good defence. But again, New Zealand happy where they are, putting pressure on as there's a few changes happening.
Yeah, France bringing on 4 replacements.
Just wait with the time off.
Marchand is on, Rito Wardy. I think Manny Miafu is away. Aldred is off too. Grohl, the loose head. So Toi Fifanua and Mikel Guillard, there he is. Won his first cap on the summer tour of South America against Argentina.
Well, Aldred doesn't look very happy there. He doesn't normally get dragged off, does he? Unless he's got an injury, he's not happy at all.
Taken by Rumat, goes up like a weightless giraffe. He's quite a sinewy individual, quite easily lifted. And Dupont cracks it away. New Zealand looking to counter-attack, as they do through Beauden Barrett. Hasn't quite got the wheels of yesteryear, 33 years of age now. Clark, no way through this time. That little pod working off the side of the ruck. Confirmation of your replacements as Cody Taylor carries. Rumat can't clamp his hands on the ball. Barrett, Satiti. Patience from New Zealand. Dexterity as well, trying to deceive this French defence. Oigard, Lakai. It's been pretty effective since he's come on for Finau very early in this game. Now Wallace Satiti, little chicken wing offload. Now Roygaard, Barrett flicks it through. Defence has to be sharp, and it's Ramos. Doesn't like having to use the left foot too often. Now Rees backs himself at pace to take on this French defence, and great defence by France to bring him down. Oh, France are swarming all over New Zealand. The last 3 minutes they've gone back 50 metres without really losing the ball. Clark.
This is a great game of chess. Again, New Zealand still with the ball, still with plenty of time, still trying to work out to unlock this French defensive line.
They're no rush, they're not forcing anything to happen. But when it does happen, oh, it nearly did there. And Ramos, and here's the paceman, Biel Well, the Stade de France goes off like an electric fence. The crackling in this place is incredible.
Well, your favourite player's done it again, but again, it was a tremendous team effort, you've got to say, from the French line. No one was biting in, and Chestesvar did so well for that one of the tries in the first half. Again, the offload, it was on, but again, it's got to be precise. You've got to get it to the man. The big second row can't do it. It was Jordan. If he gets that ball in his breadbasket, he's gone. It wasn't. It goes back the other way, chip through, and that guy has got some wheels. There you go, that's how you turn it around. Don't have any scrums, just get New Zealand to play from left to right and just pounce every time they make a mistake. And they've scored 2 tries now, right at the beginning of the second half.
Did I say France might crack? Ramos, again he set it up. The little push through from Ramos was so well timed, because Biel had to stay onside.
Absolutely, but again, when you've got that much gas, he just knows who's in front. He's, so that's the mistake, unfortunately. It goes to hand. Yeah, I would say it's an all-black try. It doesn't. One kick at the park, one nice bounce, and that boy knows how to score him, doesn't he? Just waiting for that ball to bounce up, and it did, and that's, again, like, what a start to the second half. 2 tries.
And 9 tries already for young Biel, just 21 years of age, beginning his French career very explosively. Dupont, a lot of height on that, close to the spider cam, and straight out.
That's a mistake, carried in, you see, once it goes back into the 22 for the people that are new to rugby. If that was in the 22, that's okay, you can kick directly into touch. Unfortunately, he got taken back into, and that's why now Again, it's a coach killer. They just do so well. They just want to exit nicely.
Substitution,
New Zealand throw-in.
This New Zealand side lost 38-30 to the Pumas in the Rugby Championship and twice to South Africa, both away from home, but did finish with 2 wins against Australia. And this tour has been excellent so far for them. Damian McKenzie is on, who was player of the match against Ireland last week. And now New Zealand make several replacements. I'll bring you up to speed just as soon as I've worked out who they are.
I'm with you, mate.
Niall Rumat, he gets his hand, flicks the fingertips around that rugby ball, and France are doing to New Zealand in the line out now what they had done to themselves in the first 40. Finding that set piece. I think they want to avoid scrums if they possibly can. Dupont's clearance. And now Will Jordan. Damian McKenzie. Fabulous runner with ball in hand. They got away with that one just a little bit. Here is Barrett, and now Ioane. Ratima is on for Roygaard in a very impressive 53 minutes. Ioane, Bowden, Barrett. Here's Clark. Uses Buros as a boulder. Cracks him out of the way. Vi pulls it back to McKenzie. There's an offside. Tamatai Williams. Oh, he had Scott Barrett close to his right kneecap, and if that pass could have got away and stuck, New Zealand could have been under the post.
Straight away, McKenzie there.
To stop a time injury.
We're listening.
Offside, your penalty.
Oh, it's...
But I got a player down.
Okay, it's just a penalty. Scott Barrett nearly put through there by Williams, who's done so much good work scrimmaging-wise. But McKenzie popping up in that 10 shirt. Like you said, is he going to play 15 or 10? Doesn't matter. He's a second receiver, third receiver. Just putting those big lads through the holes, and that's what they need to do. New Zealand won't panic at all. You've got plenty of time. Here you go. Ooh.
Waiting for him. What's the call, Scott? What's the call?
Ratimer is on, and that's Williams there.
Time back call. Shot call.
Again, I think there was defensive cover even if Williams had got away to his captain. But the result is a given 3.
Well, they'll be happy to take the 3 points through Damian McKenzie, who will pass 300 points for New Zealand with this one when he slots it, which he's expected to do, to take New Zealand to within 4 points. Previous to their 2023 World Cup meeting, France and New Zealand met here in November 2021. France ran off 40-25 to end a 14-match winning streak by New Zealand against France. That was their biggest ever winning margin in this competition for...
Left?
Hang on. Okay, get back to you. The Dave Gallagher Trophy. I've forgotten the name of the trophy. The captain of the...
How can you forget the name of the
originals?
trophy?
I know, Dave Gallagher.
There you go.
The man from Donegal.
There you go.
Yeah.
What were we talking about at lunch?
I know. I think I forgot it.
Oh, I know. Again, for those that are new to rugby, this is one of the areas.
He tightened up the space and in front of the chaser.
Basically, you've got to allow, you cannot run or do any blocking whatsoever.
Clear obstruction.
Irrespective of how innocent you look with your hands up in the air, you cannot impede access from the defending side to take that guy out. But he's got to be on the floor, obviously, to be taken out. I think it's been one of the best law changes going, personally.
We got HIA call.
It's an HIA, I think. Charles Olivon thinks he's coming on. A little bit of indecision.
They like him here.
Yeah, former French captain. Big reputation. Toi Fifanua, who's just come on, goes off. Looks like they're going to the corner.
I'm not sure why Toi Fifanua came on and then he's gone off, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Well, maybe it's the HIA for Toi Fifanua. I think that's likely.
Anyway, we knew what they did off the last line-out when they got into this position. Boudin was over.
Marchand, it's another perfect line-out take by Rumat. This time the All Blacks defence is more forceful against this driving maul. Marchand crabbing, but still moving. And another advantage, penalty advantage, right in front of the posts. The ball gets trapped at the base, so the penalty's awarded. They could just chip it over here. 7-point lead, Dowie.
Yeah, take 3.
You got men in front.
Not a problem. Ramos could literally backheel it over from there. He's that good.
Shot call.
But against any team, you take 3. Definitely against the All Blacks. Marchand's come on, very experienced hooker for Toulouse, obviously, and for France. They're not very happy, Gregory Ulrich.
No.
Sorry,
I can't remember the last time he was taken off, because he's normally an 80-minute go-to guy, or they bring him off with 5 minutes to go when he's actually run himself into the soil.
Well, multiple player of the match award.
Yeah.
Many times have we done games where he's been player of the match. It's a lot.
What did he say when there's a double garage full of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, double garage full of them. And he was player of the match against New Zealand in the World Cup pool game here. Anyway, Ramos to put France, who have won the last 2 games with New Zealand, to put them into that 7-point lead, no problem at all. Closing in on the final quarter.
Already written it down.
New Zealand winning their last 5 games after those 2 losses in a row to South Africa, which were tight defeats in the Rugby Championship. Oh, it's a great take at the restart. Rumat, was it again? He's got lovely hands, hasn't he? He gets up high. Dupont hasn't really stamped himself on this game. McKenzie can play fullback, can play 10. A lot of rugby at 15, takes it well. Diminutive individual, but good in the air. Barrett, the captain, carries Scott Barrett.
And now is how you manage it from both sides here. You got 7-point lead, so again France going to be pretty clean. Put pressure on, knowing that there's still 20 minutes to go or so.
Cortez Ratima with a kick. The Chiefs beaten by the Blues in the Super Rugby final. That looked like a poach. It looked like a steal. As soon as New Zealand got their hands on the ball, it was the new scrum half, Cortez Ratima, who achieves it.
Well, he's taken off where his
calculating the kick with me.
The scrum half finished.
No, don't calculate. Okay. Don't count.
Up close and personal, I think that is. That's the ref cam, obviously. And there's some rather big chaps that want to come and change this game and change the scoreline. But again, a great box kick. Again, you've got to give access. That's exactly what happens. There's a little bobble of a ball. They take the ball in, but they don't protect it. And straight away, you've got 2 people over there. Well, Surveyor's one of them. Ratimar's the other.
Yeah, players just to form what they called a baseball glove almost round the player who's receiving the ball. Now illegal. Moafana goes off. So Gaetan is on. Zipped into the middle of the field, and here's McKenzie, and here's an opportunity for Will Jordan. There's 4 defenders there. They've still got an opportunity though, New Zealand. Clark gets a knee to the ground, which is important. Here's Lomax.
Tackle now, no hands.
Ratima. Tuipulotu, player of the match in the Super Rugby final for the Blues. Peter Lakai. My goodness, what a carry. Ratima, is this the moment for New Zealand? France steal it brilliantly. What a turnover. That was incredible. So close to the line. I think it might have been Olivon just on the field, was it?
Well, he had Inspector Gadget hands to get hold of that ball. He did it perfectly well, because you can't go past the ball. You have to be on the ball, and he did it. But here they come again.
New Zealand punching, cracking away. Lakai's carried incredibly well in this game. Not just a try scorer now, Barrett Advantage to New Zealand. Tamatai Williams. Marchand is on. Wardy's going to pick it up, but penalty it will be.
Number 6, number 7, offside on the back foot.
Budaha and Rumat both offside.
With the correct mark.
Like all back rows always are, really. But again, they'll take 3 here. Oodles of time.
Shot is called. Subs can come in.
Such an interesting game, isn't it? It just swings. The precision of that ball, the presentation of that ball just has to be there, and you get it timing wrong. And Williams has done so much good work in the tight. The penalty was coming. That was just a pick and drive, trying to buy a few yards, and there it is.
It's Olivon.
It is Olivon. He just does it. Again, you have to be brilliantly skilled to do it, and he was. Unfortunately, the kick didn't go to touch. Hence, All Blacks could have another attack, and they've done that. Got the pen and got the 3.
Well, what a final 20 this should be, as those New Zealand replacements do come on. Aumua, who's been superb in the place of Cody Taylor, who missed the most of the first match against England with a concussion, and then he played the Ireland game, started that match, has been quite outstanding.
Yeah, so it's a 4-point game. You can do the math. Try wins it. And I think we've got some more excitement to come in this. That's a good decision. Go long, go long, go long every time.
Tuipulotu leaves it for Rieko Ioane.
Now use it! 2!
Cortez. Oh, he took too long. You've got to use the ball within a count of 5.
I'm all for it, but again, you see so much inconsistency from referees. He's been penalised there. Yes, it's the correct chart.
Ball was clearly available for a long time.
I hope, you know, it carries on, but it's very difficult for the scrum half sometimes, unless you have. He makes a mistake, but unless he's actually got clear hearing to the ref. But all of a sudden, from a very comfortable, easy exit position, now look where they are. Dupont with ball in hand. I think this is the first scrum in the second half, isn't it? We all know what happened in that first half. New Zealand were well on top.
New front rows though now.
Yeah, there's been a few cards, shuffled a few cards there, but we'll see.
Wardy's on, Marchand is on, and for New Zealand, Pasilio Tossi.
So you've got a tremendous attacking area now.
Shoulder out.
New Zealand with the poppies
it's fine. Let's go.
on the shoulders, laid a wreath at the Arc de Triomphe this week. Remembrance weekend.
And you've got two of the wingers with the both red caps. You've got Bielberry just behind the fly half, and you've got Villiers right on that right wing.
Ficou, Gaetan. Oh, it's taken brilliantly by Villiers.
They played by White, is it?
Olivon. 16 tries he has for France, most ever by a French forward. Wardy with the carry. Dupont, Ramos, Burros, intercepted by Jordan. Can Ramos get back there? He's outpaced Jordan. He hasn't got a lot of time though. Up and down, uses BLBRA. Was that forward? Was that forward? Here's Gaetan. It looked forward from here. Desperate attempt to clear from France. And it's going to be a scrummage in a dangerous attacking position. How quickly things change in this game.
Absolutely. They didn't really need to force those 2 forward passes. You think for all love no money that ball is going. Villiers does well. He gets up in the air. Now when he can't be tackled in the air, the recycling of the ball, everything was going to be moved from that left to the right. That's the option. Again, New Zealand doing well. They cut it off. And that's the interception. Jordan, who's done so much work, he's carried, much has he carried? 142 metres, so his legs are very, very heavy. Does the right thing, get the ball downtown. I know we're only losing by 4 points. Put the pressure on. Force that mistake. And what's happened? They have forced the mistake. They didn't really need to do it. France, they didn't need to force those forward passes.
Looks like they might be taking off their former World Player of the Year, unless they move Dupont to 10, which France have done, which Toulouse have done. That could be the end of Dupont's race tonight. The 22-year-old Le Garec, who's had a couple of Player of the Match awards for France. Previously hasn't won too many caps, but he's a star of the future.
I think Dupont has said, you leave me on for this scrum. Defensively, I can do a job here.
Ratima. Satiti.
Play the ball.
He's got to use it. Anton, Leonard Brown, they are making meters through the heart of that defence. Here's the advantage, here's the free play. Here is Satiti. Ratima. Barrett checks, gets support from Jordan. Clark can't get outside. Buros does a good fullback's job there. Romy and Buros, but back for the advantage. They shall come. Tungafasi, entirely new front row now for New Zealand.
They're never down for long, New Zealand. Again, they'll take 3 here. Plenty of time. I keep saying it, but it's 40 minutes. There's no chance of panic unless Scott Barrett, the captain in number 4 in his back, he wants to roll the dice, thinking we've got a powerful scrum here. We've got chances of getting a 7-pointer, but I think the sense is 3. Razor Robertson probably agrees. They've got that many messages going down to the guys on the pitch. Just forcing it here, like I said, it's the pen was coming.
There's a lot of guys out there need a new set of lungs right now. The pace this game has been played at. Damien McKenzie chips the 3. Look at the scoreboard now.
Yeah, it's gone a little bit quieter, isn't it, from those first 2 knockout punches of the second half. Tried from Budahay and then Belbaberi.
France have lost just 1 of their last 8 games. That was against Argentina in July when they took a development squad to South America, which they will do in New Zealand next summer, next July. New Zealand Union aren't too happy about that. Fabien Gaultier saying, no, I'm going to use these summer tours, Northern Hemisphere summer tours, to develop this French side for the next World Cup, making no apologies. Rico Ioane.
Well, the Garak is on, but it's Buros that's come off, from what I can see.
Yeah, Dupont is still there in the middle of the field.
Where's he playing now?
I wonder. Let's get. Is it 10, 15?
Well, he can play anywhere in the back line. He can play anywhere in the back row. But he's been very quiet this evening, I've got to say, even by his incredibly high standards.
He's in midfield right now.
I think he's 10, isn't he?
Oh, he's 10. He has. Yeah, and he has gone to 10 previously. So it is not the first time. So Le Garec to the new out half. Antoine Dupont. Guillard. Ah, brilliant. New Zealand were set up for that turnover.
Holding on.
I think it's Satiti in there who gets his hands on the ball, almost drawing France onto that.
But again, all these good sides now, they don't obviously, they're trying for the attacking moves and where you should be, but equally, you just said it, they read it, they knew the defensive pattern they need to put up against that play. A bit like American football, and straight away, bump you're in. They get the timing slightly wrong, France, and then, New Zealand get it right defensively, that's going to win. That's Flamand doing very, very well. There he is, Pumph. Wallace Satiti, what a player.
Yeah. Oh, and he's having a very unhappy few minutes. Is the replacement scrum half. Not an easy ball to take.
No, but again, it doesn't need to be fired down at his feet, and I'm in the scrum halves union here. Just have a bit of empathy with your pass. Watch this, the ball goes up, you're totally in control, and Satiti's just dropped it really on his ankles. Again, he'll be disappointed. He's a skillful lad. Hasn't had the best couple of games prior, but he's back out there and he wants to right the wrongs. I think he's got a good future.
Well, they talk about this New Zealand side being one in some sort of a rebuild after the World Cup, but still in the last 2 years, they've only lost 6 matches of their 24 played, and 4 of those were to South Africa.
Yeah, if they start losing the few, well, that's it, let's write him up, never write a New Zealand side off.
Yeah, I'm waiting. No.
Never, ever, ever.
Scott Robertson, the new coach, won 9, lost 3. He coached the Crusaders to 7 Super Rugby titles in a row. He played in France for 3 seasons at Perpignan, so he knows the French. Former All Black himself with 23 appearances.
Okay, good to go. Time back on. Knock on. Scrum here. Okay. Up.
Well, Georges-Henri Colombe probably quite happy when Tamatai Williams left the field. He was starting number one loose head for New Zealand.
Well, Nicky Kelly, the ref, sorry, just said just one thing: up. Keep this up.
Interesting, Maivaka is now playing on the flank, so two hookers on the field with Julien Marchand in the centre of the front row, running out of players through HIAs and injuries. Here is Nolan Lugarek. He's waiting for the ball from Rumat. Thought he was going to pick that one up himself.
No.
Rumat plays a lot of rugby at number 8.
And use it now.
And he was the man who relieved the initial pressure for France. So Maivaka Colombe takes it standing still and then decides to stay still. One step forward. I suppose it counts as a carry, does it? Nolan Lugarek.
As long as you don't go back, it does.
Jordan, secure. Mackenzie. Well shadowed. Rasima. Bowden Barrett. No Richie Mionga, who's gone to play rugby in Japan for 3 seasons, so he's unlikely to play for New Zealand again. But there's a high tackle around the neck, I think, called on this side. So what a time to win a penalty, and what a position.
Well, it's going to go for 3. It'd be mad to go into the corner.
17,
but 17, they're saying neck roll.
17, 1-7.
Tunga Fassi not agreeing.
Because the game was
Basically, you're not allowed when someone's securing the ball, you cannot go and try and clear him out the way by grabbing him round the neck.
Neck roll.
I'm not sure. We'll have a look.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, the crowd are going to boo, but there's nothing to see. It's a rugby incident, just being cleared out.
It's on BLBRS, not too bad, but it's a penalty in the eyes of the referee, Nina Amash Ukele. And, well, a 4-point lead means New Zealand obviously can't win with a penalty or a drop goal. They'd have to score a try. New Zealand have been pretty poor, especially in the Rugby Championship in the last 20 minutes. They've struggled to score points, didn't struggle to score points at the end against England, and they may have to do something similar in this match.
Well, he's got 30 seconds left.
Shot clock, remember. All kicks at goal are timed. He's normally deadly under pressure.
And that's why also you pick him, right? You know, he's a 15 by trade, can play 10. We've had the Jalibert problem, but actually when it comes down to it, you are judged on your percentage of kicking if you are that kicker, and he is pretty good.
Barrett, New Zealand suspiciously offside from that kick-off, but Rumat, who's had a good game in the air for France, claims it. Play on, says the referee. It's a real wrestle in there for the ball. Oh.
Dangerous clean out by blue.
Dangerous clear out.
Dangerous clean out by blue.
Dangerous clear out.
That's what he said. Yeah. That's what he said.
I know. And again, what you do here, Scotty.
Penalty, dangerous clean out.
6 minutes to go. 4-point ball game.
Ooh. Interesting.
Well, they're betting on now that they'll win the restart. Just have a little look at this. Can't see. It's the other angle. Doesn't matter if it's Crow or Marchand. It doesn't matter. Mackenzie's got to do what Ramos did about 30 seconds before. Plop this over. And again, like I said, New Zealand now are banking on winning that restart, exiting or doing whatever to get down there, maybe to get another penalty. They don't need to push it to get a try. They just need to get in a position to get a kickable penalty. 18
points against Ireland.
Wow.
He needs 3 here. Listen to the noise. Bingo.
That's why he's paid the big bucks.
Sam Kane, the former captain, now looks on nervously.
This is the game now. I'm calling it. 5 minutes to go.
Calling it what way?
If France get this...
You're calling it. You can't just stop without calling it.
If France get this back, I don't think there'll be... New Zealand will say it, but New Zealand know now they need to get hold of it. they get hold of this, they get a chance to exit properly. There you go.
Rico Ioane,
Use.
nice collection from him.
2.
5 to go, 5 minutes to go.
Attempted charge down by Guillard, he wasn't too far away.
And that's not, well, he didn't want to do that, the scrum half. He's just given the line out to France. That needed to stay into touch, that needed to stay in play, sorry. Force the pressure on the receiving guy. Hopefully try and get a line out. Now it's up to the All Blacks forward to try and nick this.
Well, the French line-out has recovered itself in this second half. Olivon takes it. Worked well on the drive. Initially punchy. Marchand at the tail. Held by Mauvaka. Nolan Le Garec to Ficou. Dupont plays it through for Ramos. Who's going to fill that space? McKenzie surrounded. Ramos grabs him by the shirt.
4 minutes to go.
If the team can go the whole way, it is New Zealand. Remember them doing it against Ireland in 2013. Dupont.
Come back.
Satiti misjudges it. Bowden Barrett has it. Flicks it away. Oumua. Ratima to McKenzie. Anton Leonard-Brown. He was checking right for the offload. Would have been a risky one, but you've got to take risks right now. 3 minutes to go. Can they get far enough down the field for a drop-it goal, a penalty? Well, they'll do it if they keep running like that through Oumua. Here is Barrett. McKenzie. Jordan. Oh, well played, Gabin Villiers. Tracked back with great accuracy for the intercept. But the counter ruck is brilliant. And away come New Zealand again. Barrett thought about the cross kick. Oh, and Rico Ioane knocks it on. And BRA is off again against Sevilla. Oh, McKenzie, where did he come from? Counter ruck attempted. Oh, it's a penalty. They went off their feet. They were so close again. And Matthew Kelly, another man who did well to get back.
2 minutes to go. Again, the All Blacks are out on their feet. Sevilla getting back to stop that initially. BRA was just charging down. You think he's going to get the luck of the bounce twice. He did. Look at him. Even Dupont is hunched over, but look where they are positional wise. The All Blacks have to go for a touch. They have to get the base camp first. 2 minutes to go. And Ioane, again, he's had a pretty quiet game. What they were calling for, someone's got to straighten it up, and that's what Ioane was looking to do, straighten it up. The result was a knock-on. France keep on playing. McKenzie does superbly well to get back there. And here we go. This is the last roll of the dice.
You say base camp, both sides playing as if they're in the Himalayas. Altitude
Desperate
sickness,
for oxygen.
puffing and blowing. Lungs are bursting. Here's Artie Sevilla. Ratima, Barrett, McKenzie, Clark on the outside. Gaetan with a tackle. 5 seconds to go. Matthew Kelly says to a minute to go. Not seconds.
You're the
and Ramos for BRA. Oh, the bounce beats the young wizard.
They've got to get this in, New Zealand. Their clock is not their friend at the moment, but again, set up, I suppose, if you get it, throw it in quickly and you mess it up, that will be it. They will have one more chance, but it's a long way to go. They're out on their feet. Fabien Galtier knows what to do. Pressurise this. Do the forwards go up, or do they let New Zealand have it?
Galtier desperately trying to get some instructions down on the field through his headset. I'm not sure anybody can hear him or anybody's listening. They just want to get this over to France. Oumua, difficult ball. And Oumua comes away. The man is made of shoulders, it seems. Barrett into the red. One mistake.
Not on the ball. Not on the ball.
No turnover by Guillard. Leonard Brown, Fickou
Tackle,
holds him. Tries to keep him off the ground to create a turnover.
Yeah, I know. Tackle!
They've got to try and get the ball into Mackenzie's hands, but he's on that left outside. And this is the way they want to go, but that rush defence from France, superb.
Being smothered. New Zealand, Barrett goes, Clark's got a switch. Dupont still running. The captain showing why he is the captain with that tackle. Barrett, the captain's got through 80 minutes for New Zealand. Incredible energy. Mackenzie, defence is good though. Screaming for a knock on France. Tuipulotu, Jordan. Can they hold him off the ground? Can they hold him off the ground? If they do, it'll be a maul, it'll be a turnover, and it will be game time for France. What a rugby match. France have held on. They've beaten New Zealand for the third time in a row. France 30, New Zealand 29. Well, Darby Morris.
I've lost for word. I've been here a few times with you. I have never, ever heard a noise like this. You'd think they'd won the World Cup. France. The history between these sides was evident coming into the game. The respect is evident now on the pitch. What a game of test match rugby. It could have gone either way, as all these big top games could be, but fair dues to France. You were getting smashed in the set piece, definitely smashed in the scrum in that first half. The riot act, the whatever you want to call it, has been by the coaches has worked. They scored 2 quick tries, bang, bang, the end of the second half, and then it was put the team in the right position. Ramos with his penalty goals. Dupont was incredibly quiet today. He ended up going to fly half. Olivon, I think, coming on. The ex-captain, inspirational. Just, I'm throwing bouquets all over the place at the moment. A great game of rugby. It's been very, very privileged to be here.
Well, I know the difference was 1 point, but, you know, I know you've pinpointed some of the differences, but was there one particular reason why France won that game, or is it too simplistic to see it that way?
I just think they forced New Zealand into things that they don't like doing. They put pressure on them, the rush defence, and then they actually swung out wide, which was good on times. Again, they sorted the scrum out. If the scrum had carried on, even though we didn't have that many in the second half, they wouldn't have had a platform. They did. The line out was sorted. I think Olivon coming back on, go basic, you know, and then just believe in each other. Sean Edwards' defence hasn't been great, you know, they're leaking tries, but obviously, again, in that second half, they were pretty good. Just a couple of penalties for, Mackenzie.
Well, after the World Cup, you know, there were many people who said France have to find a way to get the French to fall in love again with their team. It sounds like they have.
Well, it doesn't take much. They're a rugby-mad country, as we know. But this place will be buzzing for some time as a Saint-Denis. I don't know whether we'll get a pint tonight, but the bars will be full with happy French faces.